All right, we do it every week. Top 10 teams. I don't know if I can top last week. It was announced, I think, globally. It was the best herd hierarchy ever, so try to top myself. Here we go.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams, according to Colin.
It may be my weakest number 10 team ever, the Dallas Cowboys. They're 3-0 on the road. Pittsburgh handed them the game. But you know what? They're doing it without Micah and DeMarcus Lawrence. And, you know, I've said this before. I watched Kirk Cousins on Thursday night and Dak Prescott, you know, on Sunday night. You know, you can never tell his mood. Dak hadn't played well. CeeDee Lamb disappeared, and Dak figures out a way to win. So there's a lot of things I don't like. I don't think they're close to a Super Bowl team, but they have a winning record. That's something, and they're 3-0 on the road, and that's something. And I do think McCarthy and Dak get along. That wasn't the case with the Jets. That's why they made a coaching move, so I'll put them at 10.
Number 9.
And now I proudly put the Falcons at 9. I like this team. They've won 3 of their last 4. Only loss comes to the Chiefs. All 3 have come with Kirk Cousins in game-winning drives. I already thought he was a great fit. I have no problem Penix being on the bench. I like their O-line, their run game. Raheem Morris is an offensive-friendly defensive coach who I think grew with Sean McVay. I like this team. I picked him to win the AFC South. I picked him to be a potential number 1 seed in the NFC and win 12 games. They are what I thought they were, number 9.
Number 8.
The Bills, you know, the minute I like them. I mean, they have lost to the Ravens and Texans. After the Chiefs, those could be the 2 best teams maybe in the AFC. They're losing to the right teams, but they've been held under 300 yards 3 of the last 4 games. I don't want to hear about excuses that you were missing a slot receiver from Boise State. Kansas City won last night over 400 yards, missing all sorts of people and making Juju Smith-Schuster Jerry Rice. I don't want to hear about it. This team is inconsistent. I don't like their game management. They're a little banged up, and they're losing a good team, so I'll still put them at number 8.
Number 7.
The Texans beat them. Only lost this year. Came on the road against the Vikings, so they're 4-1. I think they're a bit immature and young. They lead the NFL in penalties. I think they have the potential to beat themselves in a big game. I think the Joe Mixon injury hurt C.J. Stroud. I mean, look at Caleb Williams. Now the Bears can run the ball a little bit. He looked pretty good, doesn't he? I think C.J. Stroud is excellent, one of the guys in the league I like to watch, but I do think Joe Mixon's absence. I mean, by the way, there's a reason the Bengals defense is bad. Part of it is ball control. You know, they have to score through the air. They score quickly. Joe Mixon's been underrated. I like the Texans. I'll put them at 7.
Number 6.
I may have the Packers a little low at 6. They could be better, but after that ugly pick 6 against the Rams, Jordan Love at 140 passer rating. The defense leads the NFL with 45 big plays. We love their tight end, wide receiver grouping. That Kraft kid, it is something else. They also lead the NFL in takeaways. That's rare for the Packers. So they make big plays on both sides of the ball. Again, I think they're probably better than 6. I'm getting halves. I'm getting quarters. I love them instead of a full game, but let's put them at 6.
Number 5.
I don't think the Commanders are a fluke. I said I thought they'd make the playoffs going into the season. And I think basically what we said with Jaden Daniels, we said he was going to be Lamar Jackson light. I just didn't think he would be Lamar Jackson light in September and October of his rookie year. I think he's for real. I think he's coachable. You know, when a coach and a coordinator are singing publicly a quarterback's praises in camp, what a coach is always saying camp with a rookie. He's coming along. Let's lower expectations. Long way to go. No, they were like, whoo! This kid's magic. This kid's unbelievable. I like their front office. I like their coordinator and their coach. NFL, they're leading the NFL in points per drive. That's a Vegas stat. I got Washington at 5.
Number 4.
The Lions now are so consistent, they're kind of boring. They're on a bye. They're 3-1. Best offensive line in the sport. Very well balanced. Number 7 passing. Number 6 rushing. I think they should rush the ball more, in my opinion. I think that when they're at their best. Jamison Williams is becoming a scary deep threat. That matters. You can't cheat on that run game. You got to keep your safeties back now. So they can run the ball and eat the clock and go deep. Hutchinson has become TJ Watt level dominant on the edge. I have the boring Lions at 4.
Number 3.
The Ravens. I love them. I love Lamar. Huge energy. I don't think they're necessarily built to beat the Chiefs. I think they're built to beat everybody else in the league, not call the Chiefs. Number one rushing offense. And I say, well, they can just keep the ball away from Mahomes. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Give him 13 seconds, he'll win. I love Derrick Henry. I think the Cowboys should have grabbed him. The Ravens, the smarter franchise, did. Lamar in the red zone against the Bengals. I know it's the Bengals, but this is funny. 6 for 6, 4 touchdown passes. Oh, I forgot. He doesn't win in the playoffs. You guys can keep taking that side. I'll take the side, and Lamar Jackson's good. We'll see who wins that argument.
Number 2.
The Vikings. I mean, listen, they're beating good teams. The last 4 wins are the Niners, the Texans, the Packers, and the Jets. They lead the NFL in point differential. Their rush defense is fantastic. Some of the reason the Jets aren't running, they couldn't run. This Brian Flores, I know he's got a lawsuit with the NFL. That dude can coach. That dude can flat coach. That's the best coaching staff to me outside of Kansas City in the league. Spags and Reed is what's happening in Minnesota.
Number 1.
Kansas City. Literally last night on Monday Night Football was showing off. They did a Warriors with KD and Steph and Clay and Draymond. They were screwing around and showing off. And, I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster's career over. Oh, wait. Kareem Hunt out of the league, career over. Oh, wait. Everybody else is circumstantial. The Chiefs, I don't want to hear about Joe Burrow's defense and Josh Allen missing a receiver. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about, well, Lamar's got 3 new offensive linemen. Isaiah Pacheco's gone. Rashee Rice is gone. They're bringing guys off the beach and getting 400 yards. Fluky interception. Missing kicks. Doesn't matter. They've separated. This was weekend of separation. Kansas City separated from the world. And with that, Nick Wright joins us live. How about that?
Colin, I mean, yeah, how about that? I mean, it doesn't get much better. I mean, what a night to be a Kansas City sports fan. The Royals come into Yankee Stadium. You know, I hear all about Bronx Bombers. I don't know. They come against Royals pitching and don't do much. Jazz Chisholm complaining. I'm watching the game sitting alongside the mayor of Kansas City who came to New York to watch with me, watching the Chiefs game on my phone. And it's like, oh, was that a midfield lateral? Oh, are they doing a full house backfield Kelsey handoff to the rookie? Oh, is that Kareem Hunt, who wasn't good enough to make the Browns, and Juju Smith-Schuster, who wasn't good enough to make the Patriots with a combined 240 yards? And oh, yeah, by the way, the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, there is an element of kind of removing the suspense from the season when one team has the best quarterback, the best coach, and the best defense. So, yeah, this is, Colin, 2 weeks in a row, a really solid hierarchy. I have to give you credit. Not too many nits to pick. I like it. And I like the fact that you're giving the Cowboys a little bit of love, kind of a season-saving game.
Yes.
That 4th down play from Dak Prescott. Because had they not converted that, and he has 3 turnovers, and he and CD are chirping, it's a madhouse in Dallas. That 4th down pass to save the game maybe kept the Cowboys afloat. So I like the hierarchy quite a bit this week. Maybe a little love for the Bucs and Baker Mayfield, but aside from that,
yep.
A+.
Yep, they were 11. I think Tampa's a real team.